Yeah, g'day YouTubers. Tinker O'Toole again with another video. In today's session, we're going to talk about the Vallobe file guide. I've spoken about all these other ones that I've had in the past, and even the Stihl 2-in-1. A lot of people like those. They work okay. The Oregon ones, they work okay. The only difference with the Oregon one is rather than have the little type circular nuts like this, they've got these little spring-loaded little bands on them, which are fairly quick. You just open them up like that, place your file in, and just go clip, and shut them. So this is another aftermarket one. Look, they all pretty much look the same. That's in another kit form, same as the Oregon in the kit form, where you get the file and the handle and the file guide. Now, what's interesting about the Stihl one and the Vallobe one, especially the Vallobe, but briefly we'll just put a slide up there of the Stihl one, and you'll notice that where the file goes in that little tiny bit there, it's approximately 10 degrees right there. As you can see in the picture, that's about 10 degrees, right? So nothing else special about it. The only thing that's lacking, this only has 30 degrees left and right, and it will last forever because it's plated. There's nothing on it really to break. Now, the Vallobe one, it's made out of plastic, and it's got stainless steel inserts on the bottom. Now, I don't know how they're moulded in, whether it's done on injection moulding or some other process. I assume it's injection moulding. So I'm not too sure the process, whether they're using some epoxy resin to hold the stainless steel in, but it's probably about the weakest link that I can see in the unit. So if anyone else has had one of these for quite a number of years, and that's the only my concern, that the metal could fall out. If it does, you'd have to probably silicone it back in or something like that. Now, the other thing that's quite good about this is it's got the 10 degrees downward tilt on it as well. So we put a picture up there. You can see that. And also what you've got here, which is actually quite good, is you can see that's got 1364, 5.2 millimeter, 7.2 and 5.5 millimeter file. So yeah, you can use those two files. The other thing is you've got 10 degrees on the top one there, 10 degrees. You've got 25 degrees left and right, 30 degrees left and right, and 35 degrees left and right, and another 10 degree down here. So it's got all those markings. The other thing that's actually not too bad about it, because it's actually tapered, right? It's tapered, that you can actually grab that really well when you're filing with it. It's got a nice little grip on it. Whereas the Stihl, well, it's got a little bit of a grip there, but I think this one's got a much better grip to help pull it along. So these guides have been around for a long time. The Vallobe one, I'm not too sure when they come out. Maybe someone could enlighten me if they've had one for 5 years, 10 years or whatever. I'd be certainly interested on the durability of the stainless steel as to whether they fall out or whether someone says they've been using it every week and it hasn't sort of given them any problems. But it's like anything that I buy, I always look for a weakness. And that's probably the biggest weakness that I can see in it. Whereas you look at this, if you had this for 50 years, it's still, the only thing you're going to do is scratch it on the bottom. Yeah, so the other thing is, and most of them are the same, if you hold them up to the light, you can see through them, right? So you can see through that. Little bit of a gap there. And you can just see the tooth, and you can see this one quite well. I think there's a little bit more of a gap in the Vallobe one. Just put them up and have a look. Yeah, I think that's slightly bigger. Slightly. Yeah, I'd definitely say. So initially, this actually, with all its markings and everything else, it really is presented well. The price, 20 Australian dollars I paid for that. So so they're chain specific. You've got 3/8 low profile. You need one for 3/8 low profile, or 0.325 or 404, or 1/4 inch. I've got them all in the steel range, and as you've seen over the past couple of years, if I'm in the shop and they're on special or something like that there, I'll just buy one. So I've tried everything out, and even the steel 2-in-1, this one here, that works okay as well. So we'll just have a look, run this over a 3/8 chain and see what it's like, how it feels. Okay, so we're going to go for the 25-degree mark. So that's just a matter of lining it up on the left-hand tooth. So we line that up, grab it with one hand and proceed to file. Certainly got a good feel about it, especially the grip on there. So yeah, nice feel about it. Definitely works okay. The only thing I didn't do, and we'll actually check, you can see it really well looking down. I can see the tooth, so it is really easy to actually see that. So the markings that are on top for the 25 degrees, and looking at the tooth, you've got good visual, really good visuals there. Yeah, look at those visuals. I mean, you can really see that tooth really good. Right, that's on 35 degrees there. So yeah, look, if you're filing with that, you can really see. And if you're off 5 degrees, look, you can see the difference there, look. Go back to 25 degrees, you'll really see the difference. Yeah. So look, especially you're getting the right light. Yeah. Fantastic visuals. Yeah, look, I'd highly recommend this from the point of view that it works as advertised. There's nothing fake about it. It's a good Swiss brand. My only concern is that the stainless steel guides that are on here, I don't know how they're fastened to the plastic, or, after a fair bit of use, would they fall out? Are they glued in, or are they moulded into the plastic? Yeah, look, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe someone may be able to tell me that. But my initial thought is for $20, and I like the way that when you hold it, because it's tapered, and see under here, you actually get really good grip. So you do have a good grip. So yeah, it does feel very comfortable using this. So yeah, look, I'll give it a thumbs up. And I guess the steel, well, that works quite good as well. That's got a thumbs up as well. But certainly, I think I'm sort of tend to favour this one a little bit better than the steel. If these guides, as I say, it's the only thing that sort of I got against it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye for now.